Hey, welcome back everybody, this is Muth24, and this is part 2 of my review of the high-grade HGAW Gundam X. You can check part 1 for the posability, stickers, and colors in the kit, but I'm going to jump right into part 2 here with the accessories and weapons included, show you guys the satellite cannon's transformation and showing it fully deployed, and then give you guys my final thoughts on the kit. To deploy the Gatling gun, all you're going to have to do is flip it forwards over his shoulder there. The hands will not allow the weapons to slide directly into them, so you're going to have to take them apart when you go to put the weapons in. The rifle can fold up, but when the Gundam X is ready to use it, all you're going to have to do is pop the scope up there and pull out the barrel. When the Gundam X isn't using his beam rifle, you can just take this little peg on the end and push it into that hole, and it fits snugly enough. And with the rifle attached to the Gundam X's backpack, overall the mobile suit has a more symmetrical look. The beam saber handle is actually housed within the satellite cannon here at the top of it, and you can just pull that out. For the beam part, Bandai decided to go ahead and make it a sort of a 3D effect down here at the bottom. It's not overly exaggerated, but it looks pretty nice. And sliding that into the handle, you get a pretty sweet looking beam saber. And as awesome as the beam saber looks, the shield still looks as awkward as ever. Taking a look at the backpack here, each of these pieces is in fact not a polycap. It's a single plastic joint that acts the same way as the polycap would, but this way they don't wear out over time. And moving the satellite cannon out of its little channel there, it's a little bit deeper than it was on the 1:144 scale no grade from the 90s, and that makes for a more secure fit when you're trying to lock this back into its little deactive mode. You might have just heard a snap there. To get the backpack into flight mode, all you're going to need to do is spin it up like that, flip the satellite cannon into the middle, and then you're going to have to separate these little panels. And one thing I should note is that the stickers do kind of hang off the edge a little bit. I think it's just on mine, maybe the way I put them on, but do note that if you put them on a little bit incorrectly there, they might hang off a bit and might be more prone to coming up. I haven't actually had any trouble with that yet, but just a heads up. So there it is in the flight mode, or hover mode. And to get the satellite cannon ready to fire, Bandai's made it a lot easier on this new high grade because each of these separate little panels can pull out and flip around, so you don't have to necessarily fiddle with trying to get this thing to spin into the right position and take so much time doing that, because it's a lot easier. And once you've got all those in the right spots, you can pull this out, flip it up. And once you've got this piece further backwards, all you're going to have to do is flip these panels up, and you have the satellite cannon ready to fire. You can pull this bit forward to make it seem more dramatic. And one thing I should point out is that you might be able to see here where the nubs are, where I cut the gray part off of the tree here. And to be honest, this is the only piece on the entire kit that I have noticed so far that has obvious marks as to where I cut it off. The rest of it, Bandai managed to keep all those pieces, points of where they're attached to the trees, in areas where you're not going to see them when you put the final kit together. I've borrowed the O-Riser's action base here, but with the satellite cannon deployed, I think the Gundam X looks pretty awesome. While the Gundam X does come with quite a few stickers, they all apply pretty nicely. The tree connections for the pieces are placed pretty strategically so that they won't show up when you put the kit together. Obviously you can remedy this situation if they do show up by painting over the kit. I feel that the way that the satellite cannon deploys and the way that the barrel extends shows an added level of complexity to the kit that certainly adds more detail and more realism in terms of how close the Gundam is to the anime. There are some minor nitpicks here and there, like the fact that the little machine guns on the torso of the kit aren't painted, but considering how much detail you get with the kit in general, you know, things like the machine gun over the shoulder, and just how many colors you get with this kit, there's not a whole lot of work that you have to do to make this look like it did in the anime. And while I wouldn't say that the Gundam X trumps the 00 Riser in terms of quality of a kit, it definitely comes close and is still one of the best high-grades Bandai has ever produced. So if you're a fan of the Gundam X, if you're trying to collect a lead Gundam from every series in high-grade form, just go get this kit. You will not be disappointed. You can check out my channel for reviews of all the kits mentioned here today. Don't forget to rate and comment below, subscribe if you like what you see, and with that, I will see you guys next time.